Hi, I'm Katie Ziskind. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist and the owner of Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching. This video is all about family estrangement, when you're on the opposite side of a cutoff, and how to repair and mend and rebuild a meaningful connection with a loved one who has kind of cut you out of their life. So you can book your free phone consultation to work with myself and our team of family therapists at wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com. When you're on the opposite side of a cutoff and your loved one has discarded you or pushed you out of their life and decided that you're just not necessary to have in their life, it can be incredibly sad. You might feel hurt, you might feel confused, depressed, anxious. You may have obsessive ruminating thoughts about your loved one. Are they okay? And also you might feel jealous of other families that seem intact or together, especially around the holiday season. It's normal to feel all of these emotions when you're on the opposite side of a cutoff. You might feel helpless, like all of your outreach attempts and all of your attempts to kind of show your loved one that you care are being blocked or rejected. And it doesn't seem like there's anything you can do to get through to let your loved one know that you care. And this can be for many different family members. You might be a parent on the opposite side of a cutoff where your adult child has kind of pushed you out. You may also be a sibling. Your sibling that you love and had an amazing childhood with has now decided that they don't need to talk to you anymore for some reason. So you may be feeling depressed, anxious, sad, and all of these different emotions that come with estrangement. You may have mood swings. You may also be really just depressed. You may not be able to get out of bed. You may feel like the holiday season is no longer fun, or the joy of your life has been kind of taken out and this estranged family member has like stolen your joy away. And so part of healing after estrangement is first just knowing that what you're doing and how you've loved and the respect you've given your family member and the kindness and support you've given them is enough. Right? So often we look back and we go over every single memory and we try to figure it out in our minds and analyze it. And the past is the past, it's gone. The future is not here yet. We don't know what the future will hold. And right now you're in the present moment. So the best thing that you can do, even with all the intense emotions you're experiencing around family estrangement, is to live in the present moment. Find things that bring you joy. Go play a new hobby. Join the local Parks and Rec department in your town and take a fitness class or workout class. Journal and really do things that bring you joy. This estranged family member may mean a lot to you, and it may be very sad that they're not speaking to you right now or taking a break from the relationship. And that's okay to feel. So take the time to feel those things, but still do other activities and hobbies that make you feel happy. Go to the gym, pick up knitting, read a new book, do things that really help you feel fulfilled. So you're building a rich and full life, even though this family member may not choose to be a part of it right now. And from having a strong sense of self and taking really good care of yourself, doing good self-care practices, you'll be strong and healthy, confident and courageous when this family member may want to come back into your life. Because oftentimes estrangements are not forever. It can just feel very overwhelming in the moment when you want a connection with someone that doesn't want a connection with you back. Step 2 is to think about what may have caused the estrangement. So from a calm, grounded, centered place, think about the events or even traumatic events that may have happened in your family in the past that have led to this estrangement. So some common things that lead to estrangement are feeling abandoned. So your family member, your sibling, your adult child may have felt abandoned at certain times of their life, leading them to think an estrangement is their only option. Your family member who has cut you out may have felt rejected. So this may not be true for your family, but just generally, maybe a family member, let's say a young adult child, came out as gay or bisexual or transgender or, cross-dressing, and now they faced rejection. So the parents said, oh no, we won't accept you. This young adult may choose, okay, I'm going to cut out my family members who don't accept me. So that's just one example of rejection, but rejection is a very common reason people choose to separate from their families. They don't feel accepted. And we all crave a sense of belonging. So that's a core value that's really important to think about. Another reason is abuse and trauma. So if a family member experienced abuse, sexual abuse, molestation, incest, physical abuse, emotional abuse, and maybe you weren't the abuser, maybe they perceive you as the abuser, but maybe you weren't the abuser, but you're still friends or still in a relationship with their abuser. They may see you as part of that tribe that doesn't understand them or believe them. Your family member may think that you don't believe the abuse actually was as severe as it was. So empathizing with your family member who has cut you off can be really difficult, but it can also be really helpful to understand what they may be thinking and believing as to why they think the estrangement is justified. So on the opposite side of a cutoff, you may be feeling really sad and hurt, but trying to understand where your family member is coming from and what they went through, the pain, the loss, the rejection, the abandonment, those intense emotions that they went through, can help you understand why they may think this is the only choice available to them. Counseling and coaching can help you and your family member have a safe place to talk. So oftentimes a person who has chosen to cut their family members out doesn't have the communication skills to say, hey, I'm feeling all these intense things. And also they are afraid of a conflict exploding or an explosive issue or a high conflict fight happening again, which may have been the reason to why they kind of made these cutoffs. So having a therapist who understands family dynamics and family estrangement can really be helpful because it gives both of you a safe place to process emotions, understand the past, heal from past trauma, and really be able to talk about issues that have been swept under the rug because maybe you both don't have the communication skills to know how to address these issues or know how to go from here. And so our family therapist and myself, we can give you a roadmap. We can say, hey, this is like the next step. Let's take this in bite-sized pieces. Let's start with this issue and then go from there. And so we provide a safe space for both of you to vocalize your emotions, both of you to learn emotional validation techniques. And oftentimes an estranged family member needs to rebuild trust, needs to see you as a safe person. And that takes time. Trust is built like pennies going into a piggy bank, adding up to $100. So, each session that you have here at Wisdom Within Counseling and Coaching can be one of those pennies going into the piggy bank to help rebuild trust, emotional safety, emotional security, to rebuild a sense of belonging, to help your estranged family members see you as someone they can turn to when times get rough, to see you as someone who will be there for them as a listening ear and non-judgmentally try to understand what they're going through versus trying to challenge them or tell them what they should be doing differently or tell them all the wrongs that they've done. So there's a fine line, and our family therapist can help you walk that fine line of being supportive and rebuilding trust. Another piece to family estrangement is taking it slow. So oftentimes it can be so sad and overwhelming. You might even feel jealous. Let's say you're a parent and your young adult has cut you out. You may feel jealous of your friends who are posting on Facebook, these beautiful family portraits and what seems to be a really intact, happy family. And it's normal to feel envy and jealousy. That may also trigger feelings of grief and sadness. Maybe part of this process is going slow and just talking about generational patterns. So you can talk about, say you're a parent, you can talk about your own parents, your own childhood, what things you wish went differently, and kind of these pieces, and going slow can really be helpful so that you can have a chance to reflect on the type of relationship you want with your adult child. As well, if your sibling has cut you out, being able to go slow and talk about childhood memories that were really positive, the things you want to remember, the memories you want to have again can be helpful. And then also talking about those painful traumatic incidences, maybe that caused this divide, can be really helpful. So going slow, taking time in each session to process these events that have just been years into the past, it can be very, very helpful to talk about those things, to tell your story, to have a safe place, a safe outlet. And it's not like we can talk about family estrangements with friends, family, it's like those are the people that We oftentimes need to look happy and look perfect, and have it all together when we're around them. So having a place that's confidential, such as our therapy offices, can be really beneficial. And we help on video, via phone, and in person. So if you're looking for family estrangement counseling and to work with family estrangement specialists to rebuild and mend and heal past relationships where there's been a disconnect or years of not talking, and now you want to reconnect and have good communication skills and have the best path forward for meaningful connection and help your whole family work better together, our team would love to help you. I'm Katie Ziskind. I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I specialize in family estrangement, reconnection, and reunification. So you can book your free phone consultation to work with myself or our team to start to rebuild an even better connection than you ever had before by booking your free phone consult at wisdomwithinct.com. That's wisdomwithinct.com. You can also give us a call or send us a text. We have a U.S. phone number. It's 860-451-9364.